All right, I have to respond to this guy, Sami Zadarai from the MuslimResponse.com. You are really lame. Really lame. Just your voice is lame. First of all, you attack people who like Pat Condell and George Carlin. George Carlin, who will affect 100,000 million more people than you ever will. But your whole thing is about atheists are prisoners to death. And you talk about in there how we're bound to death and we're waiting for death. And that's all we do. Do you understand how retarded that is? How you are just sitting? Do you understand that you sit, if you're a Muslim, at 5, 6, 7 days times a day trying to figure out where the sun is and which way is east and which way is Mecca, so you can appease your God that's going to take care of you when you die? So 6 times a day, that's all you're thinking about is death. You know how much I thought about death today? None, until I watched your stupid video when you were talking about death. That's it. I didn't think about death at all. Okay, so who's thinking of death? People, Christians, Jews, all these people, all they do is they're just trying to get out of there. They're thinking about death. You're reminded of death all the time. See, the problem is you're scared of death. We're not scared of death. Am I scared to die? Yes. If somebody came in here with a gun and wanted to kill me, I would be scared. Yes, of course. I don't want to end my existence because I know that that is the end of my existence. And you know what? Deep down, you do too. Because if we stuck a gun in your face and we were about to kill you, you would beg and slobber and snot would come out of your nose just like any other person. But why would you though? Allah's going to take care of you. You might as well just sit there and say, kill me. Why don't you go out and save some children, run on a burning bus and drive into fires? Because you'll be doing the work of Allah. And if you die, who cares? Of course you're not going to be scared because you have afterlife, okay? Which is such a great thing. So we have life, and what should we call when we die? Afterlife, okay? It's so dumb. It's not even original. So what was before we were alive? Pre-life. We have pre-life, and then we have life, and then we have afterlife. Because we don't have the imagination to think of anything else, because our brain only knows what it's like to be alive. That's all we know. You know, what did it feel like before you were alive? Do you know? Were you with Allah? Did you look like you did now? Or were you just a floating, embodied nothing? Were you in heaven? Why were you sent to here? To be in torture and just think about death afterwards? And then you go back. Okay, so the whole concept of religion is to be scared of death. And you come up with little stories that make you feel good. Oh, we feel good. I'm going back to Allah, and He's going to take care of me and give me some virgins because I can't get any while I'm here. Ridiculous. If virgin were so important, then why wouldn't they give them to you here? Why is it so bad to have them here? But then when you're in the afterlife, then everything will be great. So you think about death. You're imprisoned by death. I don't think about death at all, other than when I'm talking to people who talk about death, which is religion people. I've never talked to an atheist about death. You know, we talk about how to live longer. You know, we talk about, medical advances and science and how to keep people alive and how to cure diseases and all that kind of stuff. You haven't seen any great major medical advances come out of Islam lately. You know why? Because all you're doing is thinking about death. Okay? So, you know, George Carlin, I can't believe that name came out of your mouth, all right? George Carlin's affected hundreds of more people than you ever will, and his legacy lives on forever. People talk about him today. Just on the radio yesterday, I heard people mentioning George Carlin, how he's affected their lives, which you will not. And so he doesn't care, though, because he's dead. But that doesn't mean there's nothing. You keep talking about, oh, there's nothing when you die, nothing and nothing, and these people are nothing. Well, apparently they're not going to hell. You don't believe in hell, apparently. I don't know. I don't really know much about Islam to know if there's a hell, but apparently you don't think they're in hell, which is good. That's better than some Christians. So that's a step up. But you know what? The 911 terrorists, they ain't doing nothing now. They're not affecting it. Muhammad, nothing. Okay? They're dead. Your granddad, dead. You know, nothing. Nothing's going on with your granddad. You know, all the women who were beaten and stoned by your religion, yeah, they're all dead and not doing nothing. And they don't have any effect on anything. They're not with Allah. They're just dead. Okay? So that's how it goes. When you die, you die. I'm sorry. I know you want the made up story, but you know all that means is that your consciousness ends. That's it. And you talk about how, oh, you're going on to this wonderful life and this wonderful extra thing. No, there isn't. And by the way, I don't go to extra things, and when I will die, you know what? All that ends is my consciousness. The universe isn't ending. Nothing else is ending, and none of these molecules, these 7 trillion molecules that are in me, are going anywhere either. It's just the thought. That's just the way they're formed right now will stop, and then they'll turn into something else, and all of them go on their other journey and get to travel all across the universe. I think it's an amazing thing. I wish I could go, and I wish I could see it and consciously think about it. But that's what we work on as atheists. We don't just sit around and do nothing. And then you had then you said, well, why do we sit around and argue with theists? Because you're trying to kill us all. That's why we argue with you, because you mentally retard wants to try to kill people because you can't wait to get to your afterlife. So just go. I don't understand why you do videos. Shouldn't you be sitting and praying or doing something? Or shouldn't you be doing the work of Allah and out and saving children and throwing yourself in front of bullets and all kinds of stuff? Like, just die. Just go. I mean, I don't understand. I don't really want you to kill yourself. I want you to smarten up. But you should, according to your beliefs, you should be excited to die. It's gonna be much better when you go away. You know why? That's because all religions got smart and said, you know what? We make the afterlife so great, people are just going to kill themselves. So they say, so notice in every religion, oh, God says you can't kill yourself, okay? Even though it's going to be great when you leave, but you can't do it. You have to be slime and dirt and cover your faces and grovel and live in poverty while you're and convert the infidels while you are alive. And then I'll naturally take you when there is, okay? So no, I think you should be doing something. But do positive. Don't kill some people and do it that way. Like, don't kill infidels and die. Like, just go save some more Muslims. So save something. You know, just don't eat. Go on a fast or something and give all your food and all your possessions away. Give your little camera away to somebody who really cares about it, who wants to be alive. And then, you know, and slowly die away a good death. Okay? So that way when you get to see Allah, he really, really says, hey, you did a great job. Okay, so, and the last thing here, you talked about hope. I have lots of hope, okay? I hope for a lot of things. I have tons of hopes. I have a whole bunch of dreams. They're on my wall. All kinds of things that I want in this life before I die. Because you know why? Because I know how special my life is. Because it doesn't last very long. And I thank the fact that these molecules have decided to come together and be around for 20, right now, 33 years I've gotten to live. And I'm very thankful for that. Who am I thankful for? Just thankful. You just be thankful. Not thanking anyone. No one did it. I'm just thankful all these particles came together in a certain way for the time that I've had. And every day I wake up, I don't think about death. I go, how can I make the most out of my life? And that's my hope, my friend. I have lots of hope. I influence to influence people around. I hope you don't influence everyone. I hope people see how ridiculous you are. And I hope you and your beliefs end with you.